You know what's funny about wealthy people? They actually hate making money. Let that sink in for a second. While you're grinding away at your 9 to 5, obsessing over your next paycheck, the truly wealthy are doing something completely different. I discovered this mind-bending secret after interviewing 100 self-made millionaires, and what I found shocked me. They don't focus on making money at all. Instead, they've mastered a counterintuitive system that's literally the opposite of what you've been taught your entire life. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why everything you know about building wealth is backwards, and reveal the actual framework that's creating generational wealth for the top 1%. Let's rewind to 1923. That's when the first modern savings account was introduced, promising Americans a safe and reliable way to build wealth. Fast forward a century, and this outdated model is still being pushed as the golden path to financial freedom. But here's what they don't tell you. Saving money is actually making you poorer every single day. Look at the numbers. The average savings account today pays a pathetic 0.4% interest. Meanwhile, inflation is eating away at your money at a rate of 7% annually. That means your $10,000 in savings is actually worth less than $9,500 by the end of the year. You're literally paying banks to hold onto your money while it slowly dissolves into nothing. But don't just take my word for it. A recent Federal Reserve study revealed that 64% of Americans who followed traditional savings advice couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense. Even more shocking? Among those earning six figures, 78% reported feeling trapped in the same financial position year after year. The data is crystal clear. Saving money is a guaranteed path to staying stuck. The wealthy understand something fundamental that most people miss entirely. Money isn't meant to sit still, it's meant to move. Think about it like this. Would you rather have a stagnant pond or a flowing river? The pond grows algae and becomes toxic, while the river stays fresh and creates energy. That's exactly how money works, and it's the foundation of what I call financial velocity, the real secret to how the 1% build their fortunes. Now, let me introduce you to the concept that's revolutionizing how wealth is built in the 21st century, financial velocity. While everyone else is focused on how much money they can accumulate, the wealthy are laser focused on how quickly they can move their money through profitable cycles. It's not about what you have. It's about how fast you can make it work. Here's where it gets fascinating. Financial velocity follows the exact same principles as physics. Just like a moving object carries more energy than a stationary one, money in motion generates more wealth than money at rest. The wealthy don't just understand this, they've built entire empires on this principle. When a dollar moves through 10 profitable transactions in a year instead of one, you're not just multiplying your returns, you're creating exponential growth through compound velocity. Let me show you what this looks like in action. Take Marcus, one of my earliest clients. Instead of letting $50,000 sit in a traditional investment for a 10% annual return, he broke it into 5 $10,000 units. Each unit cycled through different short-term opportunities, from inventory flips to micro-investments in expanding businesses. By the end of the year, each unit had completed an average of 8 cycles, with each cycle generating a modest 4% return. Now, most people would think a 4% return sounds terrible compared to 10%. But here's the magic. Those 8 cycles compounded into a 37% total return. That's nearly 4 times what he would have made letting the money sit still. But the real power isn't just in the numbers. When you master financial velocity, you create something I call perpetual money machines, systems where each cycle generates not just returns, but new opportunities. Your money literally starts finding its own paths to grow. This is exactly why the wealthy can seem to make money out of thin air. They're not creating it, they're simply mastering its movement. So what exactly are these wealthy individuals using to keep their money in constant motion? They're leveraging what I call velocity vehicles, specialized financial instruments designed for rapid deployment and quick turnaround. And the most powerful part? These aren't some exotic investments only available to the ultra-rich. The first velocity vehicle might surprise you: private money lending. While banks take months to approve loans, private lenders can deploy capital within days, often earning 1.8% on short-term deals. I'm talking about funding real estate fix and flips, providing bridge loans to businesses, or financing purchase order fulfillment. Each deal typically completes within 90 days, allowing that same money to be redeployed 4 times a year. The second vehicle is what I call micro-acquisition funding. Instead of buying entire companies, wealthy velocity players provide expansion capital to successful small businesses in exchange for revenue-sharing agreements. A typical deal might be $25,000 to help a thriving local business purchase inventory, with returns of 3-5% monthly until the original investment plus an agreed-upon profit is reached. The beauty here? These deals often complete in just 4-6 months. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think faster movement means higher risk. Actually, the opposite is true. Traditional investments lock your money into one position, exposing it to market volatility for extended periods. With velocity vehicles, you're reducing risk through shorter commitment windows and direct collateralization. Let me break this down. When you're lending against real estate, you've got a hard asset backing the deal. With revenue sharing, you're tapping into existing cash flow from proven businesses. The key is creating what I call velocity safeguards, protection mechanisms that work at speed. This means clear exit strategies, strong legal documentation, and most importantly, maintaining control of your capital's movement. The wealthy don't just throw money around quickly, they build systematic velocity channels. Each deal has predefined parameters, specific performance triggers, and most crucially, a clear path to redeployment. This creates a perpetual motion machine where capital is always moving but never exposed to unnecessary risk. I've distilled the essence of financial velocity into what I call the triple V formula: validate, velocity, verify. This isn't just another wealth-building framework. This is the exact system I've used to help over 300 clients transform their financial reality. Step 1 is validate. Before deploying capital into any velocity vehicle, you'll calculate 3 critical numbers: your velocity capacity, your minimum return threshold, and your redeployment timeline. Your velocity capacity is the maximum amount you can consistently keep in motion without disrupting your core financial stability. For most people starting out, this lands between 2-0-3-0% of their investable capital. The money math here is deceptively powerful. Take a velocity capacity of $20,000 divided into 4 $5,000 units. With a minimum return threshold of 4% per cycle and a 90-day redeployment timeline, each unit completes 4 cycles annually. That's 16 total deployments, generating a compound velocity return of 17%. Even with this conservative approach. Now for the verify phase. This is where most velocity beginners stumble. You need 3 specific safeguards in place: your capital recovery trigger, your velocity monitoring system, and your redeployment pipeline. The capital recovery trigger is your non-negotiable exit point, the specific conditions that automatically pull your money out of any velocity vehicle. Here's what separates successful velocity players from the ones who flame out. They never, ever chase higher returns at the expense of faster cycles. I've watched countless people destroy their velocity potential by stretching their timelines for an extra 2% return. Remember, a guaranteed 4% return that cycles 4 times will always outperform a speculative 20% return that ties up your capital for a year. The final piece is your redeployment pipeline. You need a minimum of 3 pre-vetted opportunities ready for every unit of capital. This ensures you're never forced to choose between bad options and idle money. Your money should never rest, but it should also never rush. Let me share Sarah's story, a perfect illustration of velocity principles in action. 5 years ago, she was a corporate accountant with $75,000 in savings, doing everything by the book. Traditional investments, maxed out 401k, the works. But that all changed when she discovered velocity investing. Her first velocity cycle started small, just $15,000 split into 3 $5,000 units. While her colleagues called her crazy for pulling money out of her safe index funds, Sarah saw something they didn't: the power of controlled movement. She deployed her first unit into private lending for local real estate deals, the second into revenue sharing with an expanding food truck business, and the third into inventory financing for a seasonal sports equipment retailer. The defining moment came 4 months in. Her first real estate deal completed with a 6% return, And instead of celebrating, Sarah immediately redeployed that capital into a new opportunity. This was the exact moment she transformed from a passive investor into a velocity player. Tracking her numbers meticulously, Sarah expanded her velocity capacity every quarter. By month 18, she had scaled to $45,000 in constant motion, with each dollar completing an average of 3.7 cycles annually. But the real breakthrough wasn't just financial. Sarah discovered something extraordinary. Her velocity network was growing exponentially. Each successful deal led to 3 more opportunities. Local business owners started coming to her first, offering premium returns for priority access to her capital. She had created what I call a velocity vortex, where money, opportunities, and relationships amplify each other. Fast forward to today. Sarah's velocity system manages over $300,000 in perpetual motion, generating consistent 28% annual returns through multiple cycles. More importantly, she's built a self-sustaining ecosystem of deals that practically run themselves. This isn't just about making money, it's about building a wealth-generating machine that grows stronger with every cycle. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. This all sounds great, but I don't have hundreds of thousands to start with. The beauty of velocity investing is that you can start with as little as $1,000 in motion, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Picture this. $1,000 split into 2 $500 units. Your first deployment might be joining forces with other small velocity players in a lending pool for local businesses. These pools typically generate 3-4% monthly returns with 6-0-day cycles. Your second unit could finance high-margin seasonal inventory, think holiday decorations or back-to-school supplies, where retailers gladly pay a premium for quick capital. The key to starting small is maximizing your learning cycles, not your returns. Each mini deployment teaches you how to evaluate opportunities, structure deals, and most importantly, maintain momentum. Track every movement in what I call a velocity journal. Document 3 critical data points: deployment date, return rate, and most crucially, time to redeployment. Small-scale velocity players who follow this system typically graduate to 5-figure deployments within 1 to 1-8 months. Not because they're earning massive returns, but because they're mastering the mechanics of movement. Remember, a small stream that never stops flowing will eventually carve through solid rock. Look, I've laid out the exact system the wealthy use to keep their money in perpetual motion. But knowledge without action is worthless. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, grab your velocity journal and map out your first 2 deployments. Start with whatever capital you can keep in motion, even if it's just $500. I've created a free velocity starter kit at velocitywealth.com/start. Inside, you'll find deployment calculators, deal evaluation checklists, and direct access to verified velocity opportunities. Plus, you'll join our private community of velocity players, sharing real-time deals. The wealthy aren't waiting, and neither should you. Your first velocity cycle begins the moment you decide to stop letting your money sit still. Take that step now.